Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being with us. We're on location today. We have a great guest. We have Bob with us from Sam's Club. We're going to be doing lamb rack. We're also going to do a 4-cheese scalloped potatoes. Man, we got some good asparagus. We're going to add some prosciutto ham too. It's going to be a good episode, man. You guys hang out, watch with us. We're going to get busy outside in the beautiful kitchen. This is Cooking Today. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being with us. We're excited to be on location today. Beautiful outdoor kitchen we're using. We're so glad to have a great guest with us. This is Bob Fields. Bob works for Sam's Club. He is a senior
merchandise director of Fresh.
Thank you. And Bob has some great items that are in the club, man, for Easter. We're getting ready for a great family holiday. So we're going to do some cool dishes today that represent some cool things that are in the club. So I'm going to get started, Bob. We are going to do some a real nice 4-cheese scalloped potatoes. That's the first dish that we're going to do. And the first thing that I'm going to do is get some cheese that I got in the club. Bob, this asiago cheese you guys bring in is really, really good, man. So it's a real good product that I'm using for this dish today. It's going to make our scalloped potatoes real nice. The first thing I'm going to do is just get a good grade going on these. And I need about, I don't know, probably about a cup of each one of these. And the fourth cheese is this pecorino that I'm going to save for the end. And then I'm going to use a little parmesan right here, just right off the block. I love using it right off the block like this. And Bob, tell us, how's things going with the club? What's going on in the clubs these days?
The club is really busy right now, and this is Easter week. A lot of families planning on entertaining outdoors. I really enjoy you all having some of the great cheeses we've got. We've got a huge selection of specialty cheeses from around the world and great value out there.
I was in the club buying everything I needed for the show. Man, it's looking really good. There's some cool stuff. I mean, I had to really cut myself off because I would have chosen so many more things.
That's why the carts are so big,
yeah.
so you can fill them up.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of activity coming. You know, with it being Easter week, we've got 8 great items that's going to be hidden back in the meat department. These are items that we're trying to help Mom with, you know, doing a lot of prep time. So they can come in, grab them, take them to the oven, and really help out on that Easter meal.
Excellent. Okay, so now I'll break out the mandolin here. And what I'm going to do with the mandolin is just get my potatoes sliced. And I already peeled them just to save us a little bit of time. And I like using the mandolin because it saves me time. It's one of those things I don't have to worry about with a knife. I don't have to get the risk of cutting myself, and it goes a lot quicker. And my potatoes are really uniform. They work real good. These are available for home use, but this will really set you up. That looks great. Look at how uniform they are. And we're using about 2 pounds of potatoes, so about 4 nice size ones. We'll get this last one done here. And what I'm going to do is get my skillet. Bob, can you give me that skillet right there? What I'll do here, I'll sit this right here. Now this has been sitting on the stove over there, and it's pretty hot. So what I'm going to do is just layer my potatoes. You can hear it start to sizzle already. I'll just get my potatoes layered in there, just like that. Okay, then I'll take some of that cheese and just give myself a little layer right in the middle. Just like this. This is going to be good, and you can smell the cheese.
Melt and smell.
Oh yeah, it starts right away. Then we'll just do that again, just get our layer going. And we want to just get it all in there. It doesn't have to be beautiful, because we'll transfer this from this pan to another pan and get it into the oven. It's one of those things you'll have to take inside to the house. But just like that. Okay, and I'm going to sit this down for a second, because we want to add a little bit more love to it. I'm going to add just a little bit of granulated garlic right to it. Okay. Then we'll take the rest of that cheese and come right back on top. And then we'll add to that as well, we'll add about 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. And once we get our heavy whipping cream in there, we will sit it right back on the stove top and just let it start bubbling again just for a few minutes, and we'll transfer that to a real nice pan that we can put in the oven. And now we'll just go ahead and talk about our lamb. This is the leg of lamb that we're going to use. We're going to show you guys this beautiful piece of leg of lamb right here. Tell them about this New Zealand.
I tell you what, this is New Zealand lamb, and we taste and panel all the cutting scores every single year, and New Zealand lamb has won 10 years in a row. So this is grass-fed. It's shipped over. It's got delicate flavor. It's not gamey. It'll just melt in your mouth.
And it's just like anything else, man, that you are what you eat, and they have a good flavor because of what they eat, and the grass really doesn't give them that gamey flavor like you'd think a deer or a lamb will have. So excellent product. And man, we're going to be using the French rack today, which is also available in the club. We're gonna get into this.
That's my favorite.
We're going to get right into this after the break. So you guys come back. We're going to get some we're going to get some lamb going right on our char broiler. So you guys stick around. This is Cooking Today. Okay guys, welcome back to Cooking Today. And we are doing some cool stuff for you today. We have our scalloped potatoes. They're already in the oven, man, inside the house, and I can't wait till we get those out, Bob. I hope you like those when they come out.
They're going to be amazing. All the great cheese that you put in there.
You cannot go wrong with asiago and parmesan. You just can't go wrong with those. So we're going to make a really quick, just a little quick marinade for our lamb chops, our French rack of lamb, and in this bowl right here, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of just a spicy mustard. Okay, and then I'm going to really show you some cool stuff today, Bob. We're going to use some sambal for this. We're going to give it a little bit of spice. This is one of my favorites. I love to use this just for spice, just for heat. That little different flavor that people don't expect for something like this.
And it's really simple.
Really, really simple. Absolutely. So we're going to grab some granulated garlic here, and we'll add just a couple of shakes to it, about a teaspoon. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is take my oil and just hit it a little bit, just enough, about a tablespoon of oil. And I'm going to set it aside for just a second so I can get a little other classic flavor for the lamb going. We got some fresh rosemary here that we're going to use, and a little bit of fresh thyme. And what I like to do is just get my hand right around the edge of the stalk and just start to pull down. And you can, right at the top, you just have to pick those stems off. But just get that stem clean there. And then we'll use a couple of sprigs.
Oh, you can smell the aroma already.
Man, it's such a good deal. It's classic for lamb. Most folks are gonna do something similar to that. Use the rosemary flavor, and Tones makes some real good blends of spices, and I really like that garlic and rosemary one. That's really good.
That's
for a dish
what I use
like
when I'm grilling these out on my back grill. I mean, it's fantastic
Yes.
flavor. But I can't wait until we get to the lamb and talk about the quality of the meat, because that's the one thing that I really enjoy. Is we go to New Zealand, we go, all across the United States, all across the world, making sure we get the highest quality products for you. So hopefully you'll enjoy today.
And I think that most folks at home you know, really appreciate the fact that you guys go to such lengths to make sure that we have good products to use. As a chef, I mean, even in this business, I've shopped at Sam's. I mean, I'll go to Sam's when I'm out of something or I just feel like it's a better deal. But it really, the club does a good job of making sure those products are good and chef-worthy for sure.
And if you tend to have a bad experience, I mean, we have a 200% guarantee on all of our products.
Yeah, and that's...
So if you're not happy with a steak or if you're not happy with our fresh seafood or lamb, come back and we'll take care of it.
Yeah, you can't go wrong there. And so we'll get these New Zealand chops out of the packaging, and I want to show you guys, they come as a 2-pack, and it's the loin chop that we have here. Here's the loin on the back, and then Frenched is just what you see. Those bones are super cleaned and ready to go. There's not a, I mean, you could clean a little bit more right here, but what's the point? I mean, it's just, you're just being, you know, just going at it if you do that. So we're going to just go ahead and make us some good chops. You got to use a sharp knife here. And I want you guys to see how I'm doing this. I'm trying to stay right along this bone. If you'll want to stand it up like this, you can go right down that bone and get those chops separated. Okay, and then you can use two bones here in this situation, just so you can have, you know, just have a nice piece. But we'll go ahead and get this other one cleaned up, and we're going to get these into that marinade and right onto
the grill.
Oh yeah.
Now, you know, being a chef and everything from a catering standpoint, you know, you can buy the lamb by the case, and I'll save you even more money.
Oh yeah, it's the best way to go. And that's something that, you know, a lot of people don't know about Sam's Club, is that you can purchase things by the case like that. They think it's only for retail pack, and it's not. You just have to ask the right person.
Yeah, and the business member and a lot of the mom and pops and the caterers are so important to us, and that's why we offer that additional savings for them.
And that's good. Okay, now what we're going to do here is just get going. Okay, will you let grill that lid up there?
Yeah.
And what we want to do, I want to try real hard not to overcoat these. I just want to get that flavor on there. And we're going to get them right on the grill. I'm going to get
that looks amazing.
Many of these in here as I can. Just get them coated. We'll come back and get the rest.
We got your grill heated up to about 500?
It has been going the whole time. Yeah, I always want to make sure the grill is good and hot, because the first thing you want is that noise when you put your product on there. And that lamb smells so good.
Yeah.
One of those distinct flavors you cannot get away from. Okay, guys, we have to take a quick break. When we come back, man, we're going to do a really nice asparagus for you with prosciutto hams. Oh, I cannot wait to show you guys that. And we'll bring the whole dish together. This is Cooking Today. Okay, guys, welcome back. Man, we're rocking. Our lamb smells so good, and we're going to finish it up. You guys, show you what it all looks like here. We're going to do our asparagus first, and what I've done is taken the medium asparagus, and what I like to do is leave one rubber band on the bottom down here, and then this one on the top. So once I cut it and I have what I need, it's all together. It's not a whole lot of work for me, and I can get it in and out of the blanching liquid relatively quickly without too much work. And it only takes a second for that to happen. And we're going to be using the domestic prosciutto today. Bob, where's this come from, this prosciutto ham that we're using?
This is actually made up in the Northeast. It's a really interesting story. The father that owns this company actually immigrated from Europe and Italy, 50 or 60 years ago. And he personally goes in and hand selects the prosciuttos and tells when they're ready. So this is a domestic, very nice, very high quality. We also carry a Parma which comes directly, we import
Imported,
from Italy.
oh yeah.
So we carry a wide variety, and it's a great accent to all of our cheese, once again, that we have over there for
Yeah,
you.
let's get all that on here, especially that with the fat in it right there. Oh yeah.
Here's the good part.
Yeah, that's what we want right there. So what we'll do, I mean, you can do this on the stovetop if you want to, in a cast iron skillet. We have this beautiful flat top that we're using here, and so we're playing around just a little bit, but you really just want to get that prosciutto good and hot. And once you have it to the point that you like it, we'll bring in our asparagus and just get them on top. What I'm going to do also, I'm going to use a little bit of that water that I blanched them in just to help me get some steam going on the flat top. Just like that. And man, it's going to just help you so much with this. And we're just basically doing traditional kind of Easter dishes just some traditional sides to go with our lamb, okay? And what we're going to do is take it and flip it all just to get the asparagus with a little bit of char to it.
So, Chef, we've got asparagus, we've got prosciutto, we've got potatoes, we've got lamb. We just need some berries.
We do need some dip.
So just a tip, this week we got some great strawberries that just came in. They're fresh off the vine. You can't believe the sugar content.
And I think they're right in the front of the store.
Exactly.
And we're going to go ahead and make us some nice plates.
Perfectly tender.
Oh yeah, you see how they're
prosciutto, the flavor.
Yeah, and it's not the asparagus is not too overdone. They're not saggy, but they still got a little bit of bite to them, and that's the trick with it. So we'll take this bad boy and go right over here. Now, Bob, if you would, let's get some lamb out of there. Let me grab the potatoes. And I wanted to show you guys this. These came out of the house, out of the inside, and I put it on a sheet tray so that you could, it's going to overflow just a little bit with 2 cups of cream in there. So you want to make sure you use a sheet tray to sit your glass dish on. And I'll be honest with you, if you're using if your skillet is ovenable, you can just leave it right in the skillet. Just add your cheese to the top and put your skillet in the oven, just whichever way you want to do it, okay? But this amazing. Turned out really, really nice, I think. And so we're going to make us a nice plate here. If you want to, let's see. I'm going to grab these just like this, show you guys just how beautiful these chops turned out. And I will try and display them the best way I can, just with a little bit of playfulness to it, much as I can, just like that. Okay, now let me borrow that, Bob. And what I'll do, these are so tender, turned out so nice. And we'll get ourselves a good serving size of our scalloped potatoes, 4 cheese. Get it right on our plate. Right in the middle of that, just like that. Now, what I'll do is take some of this asparagus that's still hot, and I still get in chef mode from time to time. I want to be playful, and you got to get some of that good asparagus, some of that good prosciutto around the plate, just like that.
It's still very, very simple recipe.
Super simple. This is the finished product right here. We have, from Sam's Club, we have beautiful New Zealand French rack of lamb. We did a really cool 4-cheese scalloped potato for you. Man, it's asparagus with good prosciutto ham, good domestic prosciutto ham. What do you think?
I'm just gonna try this prosciutto.
Oh yeah, get you some little scrappings off of there.
It's good.
I was made with so much love, I just can't stand it. There's such good saltiness in that. That is it right there.
That's great.
Thank you so much for being here. Check out this episode and all the recipes on nwahomepage.com under the Cooking Today tab. Like us on Facebook, just search for Cooking Today. Check out this episode and all the episodes on YouTube, just search Cooking Today. Thank you so much for being with us. Man, thank you Sam's Club for being a part of our show. What a great show. We did a beautiful lamb rack. Man, we cut little lollipops out of it. Nice little marinade. Great 4-cheese scalloped potatoes. Man, they turned out so good. Man, and asparagus with prosciutto ham, just one of my favorite dishes. A great side dish to go along with lamb. Very traditional. You guys, join us again next time. We're going to do some cool recipes for you. We got a lot of cool things we still want to show you. I'm Stephen Brooks, and that's Cooking Today.
Cooking Today, sponsored by Tyson Foods, proud makers of Tyson fresh and frozen chicken products, Tone Seasonings, we make the meal, and Sam's Club, life is better in the club. Appliances provided by Metro Appliances and more. Cookware and serveware provided by World Kitchen and NWA Restaurant Supply. Food provided by Tankersley Food Service. Produce provided by Kimball & Thompson Produce Company.